Hello, welcome to the Trade Gifts for Trading Land with White People discussion. My name is Angela Morin, and I'm here with
Mrs. Wyatt.
And let's go ahead and let's start off with the title. The title is Trade here, and Mrs. Wyatt is actually going to go ahead and explain the rest.
So the artist is one Quick to See Smith. The historical period is contemporary. Your materials and technique are oil paint and mixed media. There is some collage, there's objects, and there's also canvas involved in this particular piece. The intended purpose as to why it was made, it shows the contemporary and historical inequities between Native Americans and the U.S. government. It also shows appropriation of Native American identity and culture, which would be up in the gloves and the hats and the things for sports where they have appropriated names and imagery. And then the last part is your patron and intended audience. It has no patron, but the audience are Americans of European descent.
Yep. And then for the second part, let's talk about the first question here, which is what is the name of the series that this is from? So I have that highlighted here so you can write it out. It's the Quincentenary Non-Celebration. And this is basically referencing the role of trade goods in allegorical stories like the acquisition of the island of Manhattan, commonly known as New York City, by Dutch colonists in 1626 from unnamed Native Americans in exchange for goods worth 60 guilders or $24. She talks about how this is something that is kind of blown out of proportion. There wasn't necessarily, land wasn't seen the same by Native Americans as it was by Europeans at the time. It wasn't valued the same, in the same way, anyways. And so this is actually the idea of a non-celebration of when the Americas were colonized. So Columbus came to the Americas in 1492, and this was created in 1992, which would make this 500 years later. So, two is saying, what do the layers of images and objects depict, and how does the color that she applied symbolize her feelings towards these objects and images? The stereotypical images of the images are of stereotypical appropriated imagery from Native American culture. And you can see all different types. Some of these are actual photographs of Native Americans. And then some of them are cartoons and advertisements. And then it even goes as far as to show sports teams, different sports teams that have taken their name from Native Americans. And the color that she's added here, you can really see it in this red, is meant to symbolize blood, warfare, anger, and sacrifice. So I want you to ask yourself, what do you think she thought of these images? What do you think she thought of these objects when you're answering the second part of this question? And then 3, what does Jean and Quick to See refer to in her name? Jean is French for yellow, which she has a French Cree ancestry. And then Quick to See was given to her by her Shoshone grandmother, and it was to label her ability to grasp concepts quickly, also known as she's very smart. So that's all we have here, unless you had anything else to add,
Nope.
Mrs. White.
Ready to go.
So thank you for watching.